Antifa Capitol assault happened today. Most of those in the Capitol now represent only themselves. Patriots protect the law. So now, the day before the events played out, and we're at the 15th, 16th minute of this video, so it took us a while to get here, and I apologize, but we had a guy post a video where he shows his camera and how Antifa was escorted in by the police. Watch this.
Two black SUVs. There's three state vehicles, state trooper vehicles, escorted four Antifa shuttle buses right here, front and center. There was actually five vehicles total. There was three in front, two in the back. They escorted right here, waited for them to get off their buses, and then the state troopers unloaded and took their positions. There's that guy, he had his lights on, they were coming, and then there's the ones up front too. They escorted, and each one of those buses are labeled. They're all paid charter buses.
Look at that, bro.
Here's the black SUVs up front. And let's wait till you see who leads it.
Wow. They freak.
There it is, the police leading those Antifa buses, as you can see. Drops off the Antifa. Now, here's the interesting thing that I caught on to, and I think I saw somebody tweet it out too. I think it was Charlie Kirk that noticed it later on. But I was thinking about this. Why in the world did Antifa not show up with all their garb and their shields and set up, shops so they can attack all of the Trump supporters, and then the Proud Boys have to come out and run up against them, all this stuff that normally happens that we're used to? Well, they're actually nowhere to be found, right? So then you go up to the beginning of this. The president finishes his speech. There's supposed to be more things that go on and more people to give speeches. And all of a sudden you see folks walking towards the police officers. Now, watch what you see the Trump supporters doing. They're actually protecting the police. Now, there's going to be some language. I don't think I'm going to have the time to take the language out. So if you've got kids, I apologize. I'm sure they've heard bad words before. I'm going to have to play this with those words. So I think you got the picture. You hear the screaming, which is something we don't do. And then you'll see this guy has his hat on backward. Now, I don't know him. If he watches these videos and he's a good guy, I apologize. Maybe he flipped his hat around. But the poster was going around showing that the way they identify each other is by flipping their hats around. They dress up in the garb to make it look like they're Trump supporters. Well, look what the true patriots are doing. They're telling them, hey, stop. They're holding up the chair. They're saying, hey, stop what you're doing. What do you guys think you're doing? And they're trying to stop these guys. See, there's another hat turned around, and he's trying to cause problems. And then you've got the patriots saying, stop. They're trying to push them back, like leave these guys alone. And you see how they're acting. And so they pull them all the way up. And then the next portion that I'm going to show you is as they get to the building. Listen to what people are screaming out as this guy's banging on the window. Let's bring this down just a little bit more. There we go. So you see he takes them down. Everybody's celebrating because she kept screaming, it's Antifa, Antifa. And you can see the way they're dressed on the top right. Doesn't look like a Trump supporter there at all. And this guy on the bottom right does not look the way, how do we know this? You can just tell. You can sense it. You can see the way they behave and act and dress. That is just not the way that patriots that support Trump actually behave, a majority of them. So then here's another clip for you to see. Watch what the police do right here.
Police are squabbling with protesters. Oh, there we go.
See that? Let's go back. So the police just pull back the little Disney, blockades. They back off and turn around and just casually walk. This guy's got his hands in his, just walking around casually. And just letting everybody walk in, and this guy's waving them in. Come on, let's go. Yep, and then as they get to the Capitol building, I'll show you this portion right here. You can see them all just casually walking in, just walking into the building. Art of War said it seems like this was intentional. Surely the Capitol is not this easy to storm into with hundreds of Capitol police guarding it. That's true. And then this was going around this piece here on everybody's phones. But just in case, I spoke to my Antifa operative in Portland, and she said the ones going to D.C. are going to wear camouflage cutoffs and Trump paraphernalia to blend in, but turning their MAGA hats backward for identification. So feel free to pass along. And so as they get to the building itself, watch what happens here. So it looks like it's all an act, right? I mean, this guy's just slowly backing up, and then, he grabs a little baton, and he leads them up. It's probably hard to figure out where to go in that building, and he just kind of seems to escort him there, runs up, and, yep, it's all recorded, takes them in, and next thing you know, you got these folks standing outside, and boy, they look like they're all Trump supporters. Just the way they're dressed, it doesn't seem like it, because that's the way it normally looks when patriots wear colored clothes, right? And then as they get in the building, we saw that the gunfire on the bottom right, and Ashley Babbitt was taken down. And the last word that we've got is that she passed away. Ashley Babbitt is being characterized as an extremist, that's right, by the media, but George Floyd was praised as a hero. There's something terribly wrong with America, and that's from Mess Syndrome. And there she is, a Trump supporter. And she said, tons of Trump supporters on my plane as she was heading there. Where's the police officer who shot and killed Ashley Babbitt? May her family be in our prayers tonight. It's unbelievable how this is all
I seen the
playing out.
video of
These
the
evil
Ashley
Democrats
Babbitt
and
getting shot.
Republicans
My friend
working
has it on
together
his
against
phone.
our president.
That's messed
So the
up.
eyewitnesses report
I
that
didn't
the first
realize that
people
there was
stormed
that
the Capitol
many
were dressed up
Antifa,
in
Black
half
Lives Matter,
kneecaps.
or whatever
It's
people there.
Antifa terrorist group and Black Lives Matter.
At
They
first,
have
I thought it
radio
was Trump
communications.
supporters,
This was
but over time, I
orchestrated
started to
and
realize
well
that it
planned,
couldn't
and
be,
the XR
because
Vision
the way they were
firm
acting
claims
and
that
talking,
Antifa
they just had a whole
infiltrated the
different
voter
attitude,
process.
mentality, and spirit about them. And then I realized, I started pointing it out to my friend, and I said, "Hey, man, those people ain't Trump supporters. You know what I'm saying? Those people are not Trump supporters." So, but sure enough, I it didn't take long for it to come out. So, I don't know. I do believe that that was the end of Donald Trump. I do believe that that was his concession speech. I do believe that he's not going to give a concession speech, but he's done. Done. Not 2024, not 2020. His kids, none of them. They're all done. They're all gone. I know it's pessimistic. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I believe. And Mike Pence is a rat bastard who needs to be addressed. So, whatever. Patriots, keep praying.